Hey, hi, hello. My name is Jess, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be talking about the books that are coming out in the next 3 months that I am looking forward to. The first book on this list is Late to the Party by Kelly Quinlan. This book comes out on April 21st. This is a YA queer contemporary following Cody, who is an introverted girl who has never been kissed. So one night her friends decide to go crash a party instead of hanging out and watching Netflix. And this leads to a series of unfortunate events where Cody actually discovers one of the coolest kids in school, Ricky, kissing another boy. After this happens, Ricky and Cody form kind of an unlikely friendship, and Ricky kind of takes her under his wing and draws her into a wild summer of new experiences and a really cute girl. The only thing is, Cody has never told her old best friends any of this. So this book sounds really cute and fun. I can't wait to get my hands on it. The next book I am excited for is Rick by Alex Gino. This book also comes out April 21st. Alex Gino is the author of George, another popular queer middle grade. This is also queer middle grade. It follows Rick, who doesn't really know who he is outside of his relationship with his best friend Jeff, who's kind of a jerk. So once he gets to middle school, he kind of wants to explore his own identity outside of the confines of this friendship with Jeff. We always love a queer middle grade, so this one is for sure on my list of books to watch out for. The third book on this list is Meet Cute Club. Try and say that 3 times fast. I definitely cannot. By Jack Harmon. This book comes out on May 5th, and it is an adult male-male romance. This book follows Jordan, who doesn't need a man. Instead, he needs his favorite author to release a new book and for more people to join his book club. But the last thing he needs is for the new employee at his local bookstore, who makes fun of him for reading books made or grandmas, to show up in his living room and want to join his book club. But maybe Jordan finds out that it's wrong to judge a book by its cover. So I'm very excited. This is looks like a chick lit type of book, but like a male-male romance. I don't see a lot of those, so I'm very excited for this one. Next, I have More Than This by Erin Hahn. This book comes out May 12th, and it is a YA contemporary romance. Probably one of the very few books on this list about straight people. I have a problem, I know. Don't worry about it. So this book follows Luke, who has grown up in the spotlight because his dad is this famous punk rocker, but he actually enjoys writing songs behind the scenes and podcasting more than he enjoys being in the spotlight. And he also has this huge crush on this music blogger named Veda. Veda, on the other hand, has ambitious dreams and plans for herself involving music. And these plans don't involve a boy named Luke. But Luke's charm and his music knowledge attract Veda, and she ends up kind of wishing that the song he sings about a mystery girl on his podcast were about her. And maybe it is. I'll have to read it and find out. But I really love music, and this just sounds like a cute contemporary, so I'm into it. I'm excited. Next is Girl, Serpent, Thorn by Melissa Basherdoust. I have no clue if I'm saying that correctly, but here we are. This book also comes out on May 12th, and it is a YA fantasy. I'm going to read you the pitch line because it's pretty cool. It says, it's pitched as a captivating, utterly original fairy tale about a girl cursed to be poisonous to the touch, who discovers that power might lie in such a curse. I also think this book is like low-key queer, so that's why it's on this list. Oh, I worry about myself. Anyway, moving on. The next book on this list is The Summer of Impossibilities by Rachel Allen. This book comes out May 12th as well. There's a lot of stuff being released on May 12th, which is great. This is another YA contemporary, and this takes place like over the summer. It's a really summery book, and it's like these 4 kids are forced to spend this summer at a lake house where all of their moms met and grew up together, and some of them really want to be there, some of them really don't. I think there's like some hijinks that they get into, and some of them fall in love, and yada yada yada. It just sounds like a really fun summery contemporary that will give me all of the nostalgic feels. I love books like Set by Water during the summer with a friend group. Sounds great. I'm here for it. Next, I have Date Me, Bryson Keller by Kevin Van Wy. This book comes out on May 19th and is another YA queer contemporary. So Bryson Keller has been caught in this dare where he has to date a new person every week, and that person is the first person who asks him out every Monday. So Kai asks Bryson out the first day of the week, and he doesn't think he'll say yes because like he's a guy, but he does say yes. I don't know if it's because of this dare or like what, but Kai's kind of thrown for a loop that he says yes, and Kai kind of starts to regret it. He's like, I know how dating somebody straight ends, especially when they don't really like me, but maybe the ending is not what he expected. Sounds cute and ridiculous and kind of like Simon and like All the Boys I've Loved Before mixed together, so sounds great. I'm excited for this one as well. What the did I just do with my hands? The next book is I Kissed Alice by, oh my god, I thought her name was Alice, but it's not. Her name is Anna Birch. This book comes out on May 26th and is another YA queer contemporary. This should just be titled YA queer contemporary books that I'm excited about. Anyway, so this follows these two girls named Rhodes and Ileana who hate each other. They both go to the same art school and are competing for this art scholarship, and so they're just like rivals in their professional / educational life, but little did they know they actually are best friends online, where they collaborate under pseudonyms on this graphic novel of this fandom that they're a part of, and online they're actually starting to fall for one another. So this is kind of like an enemies to lovers fun thing with fandom greatness thrown in. Sounds fantastic. I can't wait. The next book is The Fascinators by Andrew Eliopoulos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's a Greek name, and I am very white and American. I'm sorry. This book comes out on May 12th, 2020. I don't know how these got out of order, but whatever, sorry. This is another YA queer fantasy. It's like so much worse saying it out loud than when I was typing it out last night. I really thought I had more than like 2 books that weren't queer. It's just great. Like, what? You don't care. Whatever. So this book follows Sam, who lives in a town where magic is frowned upon, and Sam has his 2 best friends who are in this magic club with him, and they have really helped him get through life up to this point, and he needs them to keep him going until graduation. But their friend group kind of starts to fracture. I think Sam has a crush on his other friend, and there's just some other stuff going on in their friend group. I'm not really sure. And Sam finds out that there are some bonds that no amount of magic can fix. But hopefully it's not a bad ending. But it sounds good. Magic, queer boys. What else do you need in life? I don't need anything else. Next is The Ship We Built by Lexi Bean. This comes out on May 26th. And it is another queer middle grade. So this book follows Rowan, who understands life and understands who he is, but he also knows that sharing with the world who he is a good way to get hurt. So instead, Rowan shares all his secrets by writing them in letters, attaching them to balloons, and releasing them into the universe, hoping somebody out there will find his secrets and make him feel not so alone. But Rowan quickly befriends a classmate who also knows what it's like to be lonely and scared, and Rowan realizes that maybe there's somebody already in his life who understands. So this sounds very cute, and like I will for sure cry, so I'm all for it. Give it to me now, please. Next book on this list is Stay Gold by Tobley McSmith. This also comes out on May 26th and is another YA queer contemporary. Surprise! Are you shocked? Probably. This book follows Pony, who came out as transgender at his old school, but at his new school he decides he wants to stay in the closet and just kind of coast through under the radar for the rest of his senior year. Georgia, on the other hand, is like the head cheerleader, but she's starting to wonder if there's like more to life than cheerleading, so her senior year she actually quits the team and also wants to fly under the radar until graduation. But on the first day of school, Pony and Georgia lock eyes and are instantly drawn to one another, so that kind of screws up their plans. But we love that. I don't know, this sounds cute. I don't read a lot of stuff with transgender characters in it just because I don't think there's a lot out there. So I'm excited, and hopefully this is good. Next we have Out Now, Queer We Go Again. This is an anthology of short stories by popular queer YA authors, edited by Chandra Mitchell. And this is a follow-up to her first anthology, the All Out anthology. It was really good, I loved it. So this is the new one. So this features 17 new stories, and I think from reading the description, they all have kind of like a supernatural twist, whereas the first anthology, they all had like a historical twist. So, sounds cool. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Next, If We Were Us by K.L. Walther. This book comes out June 1st and is another YA queer contemporary. So in this one, everyone thinks that Sage and Charlie are meant to be, but when a new guy, Luke, shows up at school, Charlie is instantly drawn to him, but he kind of worries about what everyone will think if his relationship with Luke is more than friends. With Charlie occupied, Sage has time to get to know Charlie's twin brother Nick a little bit better. They end up forming a relationship, but suddenly things are moving a little fast and she's not too sure about it, and so Sage and Charlie will have to come back together and figure out what to do about these situations that they've gotten themselves in. So this just sounds really cute and hopefully like a good friend group as well as romance, contemporary. We're here for that kind of stuff. I'm excited. Next is The State of Us by Sean David Hutchinson. This comes out June 2nd and is another YA queer contemporary. In the vein of Red, White, and Royal Blue, this is another like politically charged queer romance. So Dean's mother is running for president and Dean wants no part of the spotlight, but then he meets Dre, who is actually the son of the opposition, and they begin to fall for one another. Surprise, surprise. So their like star-crossed lovers situation is hard enough, but then a third-party opponent threatens to expose their secrets and ruin the races for both of their parents. And so there's some drama and some romance, and it's gonna be great. I'm very excited. I love Sean David Hutchinson. This sounds very different from what he usually does with like queer romance with sci-fi elements. Like this is totally different. So I'm kind of interested to see if he's gonna throw in any unreality into this. It doesn't really sound like it, but I don't know that he's written a book without something like that in there, so we shall see. And then finally we have My Calamity Jane by Brody Ashton, Jody Meadows, and Cynthia Hand. This book also comes out June 2nd and is a YA historical retelling. It is actually the third in the My Lady Janie's series. In this installment, it is 1876 in America, and America is rampant with gunslingers and outlaws. So this book follows Calamity Jane, who stars in Wild Bill's traveling show, and our other characters are Frank, who is the best sharpshooter on both sides of the Mississippi, and Annie Oakley, who is looking for a job and not a romance, but can't deny that she is drawn to Frank. So these books are hilarious. They're so funny and so fun to read. I love the audiobooks. I'm very excited to read this new installment. So yeah, those were the 15 books that I am most excited for that are coming out shortly in the next quarter of the year. So in the next 3 months, April, May, and June. I know this is a very important list to your life. I'm very glad you hung out with me and listened to it because your life is forever changed, and you're welcome. But anyway, yeah, I hope you check out some of these books and support these authors. Every book I listed will be linked down below. Also, if you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on social media. And yeah, thanks again for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. The Meet Cute Club. Try say that. I can't talk at all.